My biggest struggle is getting people to understand that taking the risk of putting the investment into like repairing your credit and us taking this road together of repairing your credit um, is not the scarier thing than not doing jack shit about it for the
Dying
rest of your
poor?
life. Yeah, exactly. And never being able to buy a home, never being able to buy a car. And people don't truly understand that renting an apartment and having to put a deposit on utilities, that means you have bad credit. That's not normal. And I understand that generation after generation, that is what was the norm. So it is normal.
Yep.
But that's not the right way. That's not the correct way. And we can fix that together. It's going to take a little bit of time, right? And it's going to take a little bit of pressure points because I'm going to ask you questions that you're not going to be a fan of because I'm looking at your credit.
100%.
And I'm going to ask you to stop your behaviors and your patterns because I need you in the credit guarding stage while we're repairing this together. But as soon as we're out, brother, I gave you the dream. You can go change your whole life.
Change your whole stars.
And that would be my biggest struggle is changing mindset.
How I 100% agree with you. And I actually want to jump on that.
Sure.
How often, because I feel like our worlds collide in such a crazy way.
Absolutely.
How often do you put all your effort and time into somebody who you just really want to help them? Like you take it, I know we're not supposed to take it personally, but I'm sorry, there's just no way to not take some of these cases personally.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
How often do you take something personally and watch that person quit?
Way more often when I very first started this, and this is the reason why I'm still in it, is because I love getting on the phone with like a single mom or a single dad and telling them you're now at a 700, we can now go get you this home, and they just break down in tears. And it's selfish to say, but like that's the high that I'm chasing, is like that feeling that I get through the phone of like I've done something nobody else in their life that they've ever come in contact with has been able to deliver them. And it's weird because it's a selfish feeling, but it's the greatest feeling in the world, bro.
In the whole stinking world.
Greatest. So I tried, obviously, to like quit chasing that because there's so many people that just fall off and you're like, dude, we're so close. Or, ma'am, we're so close. If you could just stop. And they don't see it. And I understand why they don't see it because they've never seen it.
They've never seen it. It's I go to this reference way too often, but it's like trying to pull somebody out of the Matrix.
Okay.
And the older I get, the more I understand that movie. I go back and watch that movie all the time.
Yeah, I love it.
Because it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
We're trying to, hey, there's a whole world over here.
Right.
No, it's not just a little bit. I mean, when you have good credit, it's like Aladdin. It's a whole new world, baby. Yeah. You don't understand. Everything you know about the world is based on your bad credit.
100%.
And it's so hard because their parents have bad credit, and their aunts have bad credit, and their brother has bad credit, and their friends have bad credit. So the only world they know is bad credit world. And you're trying to tell them, no. There's a matrix. You're living in the matrix. You're living in bad credit world.
Right.
I'm trying to pull you out of it. Earlier, you asked me why I post the things I do, why it seems so Jekyll and Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Same concept.
I get
Same
you.
concept.
Yeah.
There's a world. There's a whole. I teach every day for free. For the same. Oh my God. Sometimes conversations can be so good. I've tried to explain to other realtors why I teach a free class every day. I make no money from it. I lose money.
Yeah.
I get more hate comments than anything. I get bad reviews on Zillow because of this class. It's done more harm to my career than good. And realtors are like, why do you keep doing it? I'm chasing that high.
Yeah.
I'm chasing that high because once every couple months, there's somebody who I say something and they'll ask me a question like, wait. With good credit, I can get a better loan? Oh my God, yeah, you can get a better loan. No. Well, what happens if my credit's this high? Well, if your credit's this high, then we can get you an interest rate at here and it actually drops your mortgage. Oh, wait, so I can lower my mortgage by getting good credit? Yeah, and then you could refinance and do, wait, I can lower, yeah. And it's like, you're having this moment of like
100%. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're instantly sad because no one's ever taken the time to care about them like that.
100%.
Isn't that crazy?
I no longer tell people, like, when people ask me, like, what do you do? What does your business do? What do you and your wife do? I no longer say, like, oh, I have a credit restoration company. I literally tell them I'm in the industry to make dreams come true.
Yeah.
You tell me what your dream is, I guarantee you I can get you to that.
Yep.
Whatever it is, somehow, some way, if it is fixing and repairing your credit to getting you into your dream home, your dream car, maybe just getting denied for basic credit cards. Like, that is some people's dream, right? Like, it's embarrassing to get denied. Mm-hmm. And there's other people who, I want to start this business, but I need access to capital to actually accelerate my business and to make it profitable. Mm-hmm. I got you. I make dreams come true.
Are you and your mom close?
Absolutely.
Is your mom like my mom, and that her biggest fear is going to the grocery store and having them tell her that the number is above what she can afford?
I wish. My mom is, honestly, like, I think that's why I enjoy you as much as I do. My mom is like a woman version of you.
Oh, that's right.
She's the most rad person in the entire world.
Well, that's actually the nicest thing. That's a good compliment. Thank you.
No, she's awesome.
That's good.
But no, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care?
Not at all.
You said the word embarrassment.
Yeah.
You're pulling words out of my brain that I've been searching for a long time.
Gotcha, man.
When I do my class, we'll have 100 people in there. And I'll say, okay, guys, does anybody have any questions? Not a peep. Not a peep.
Yeah.
And what I found is that they're too embarrassed to admit that they're in their 30s or 40s and that they don't know something.
100%.
Right?
Yep.
Now, if somebody else asks a question, they'll be the first one to be like, oh, well, then what about this? Yep. They were waiting for somebody else to, like, right? At the end of the day, most people are still in high school. They're still in high school where they're afraid of what other people think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're, like, stuck in that place.
Yep.
You're in the business of giving a shit about people.
Absolutely.
And I realize I'm in the same business, right?
Yeah.
We're in the business of giving a shit about people. Some of these people, I work with some people who are like in their 40s, and nobody, not a teacher, not a family member, not a friend, nobody has taken the time to just sit with them for 20 minutes and be like, here's how this works. Here's how this works. Yeah, if you do that, then this happens. Yeah, this happens and this happens, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And all these people ever needed in their life, all they ever needed was one person to just, like, take the time to give a shit.
Yeah.
All they needed was your time.
That's it.
Really.
Yeah.
You know, they were capable. How many people do you meet with bad credit who have the money to fix their credit? They just never taught them how.
A ton.
A ton, right?
A ton. Yeah.
And you're baffled.
Yeah.
You're baffled. You're like, what? Wait. You have a bunch of money. How do you have bad credit? Just
Literally.
fix the credit,
Yeah.
right?
And when I asked them, like, what was your plan? They're like, oh, I'll just wait the 7 years. Like, okay. Okay.
It's
You
crazy.
hire me. I'll fix it. You don't have to be perfect for the next 7 years. Come on now.
I'll wait 7 years is crazy talk. That's like people when they say, when I ask them the same question, when were you planning on getting a house? When the market crashes. What? Your strategy can't be based on something that you don't know when or if it's ever going to happen.
But what about when the market does crash? Then what? Then what? I know, and I'm asking you this, and it's like a facetious question, but I'm sure you run into it a lot.
Yeah.
A new excuse just comes. Now the market has crashed. Hey, if you were the very first person I called because today the market crashed, and Jonathan, you told me once that thing crashed, you're ready. You ready?
Nope. That's the best part.
Yeah.
If the market crashed today, are you ready to buy a house? No. So you're not even preparing for the thing that you're hoping for.
At all.
Or when I ask them, oh, my favorite, how many of you guys are waiting for interest rates to drop before you buy your house?
Yeah.
Me. What does the interest rate do? Crickets.
I have no idea.
So you're basing your entire life around something that you don't understand. Brother, if that's not the Matrix, what is?
That's a good point.
Right? People like using the word conspiracy theory.
Right.
And I said, okay, what would you call millions of people hoping for something that they don't understand? Don't even know what it is. What would you call that? What is it? Is it like a social psychosis? What is the Matrix if not that?
Yeah.
People with money not using the money to fix their credit. people waiting on interest rates, but not knowing what interest rates do. What's the term for this, right?
Yeah.
You can call them crazy, right? But if everybody's crazy, then then it's normal,
Yeah. Right.
right?
Yeah.
We've normalized
Crazy.
crazy.
Right.
Well, what's the matrix if not that?
That's it. You just hit it on the head.
I love that our industries are so connected, right?
Yeah.
Because most people, when we send them to credit, it's because they want to buy a house.
Right.
That's typically their goal, right? But they don't understand once you fix your credit, bro, houses are just the first of many things that become easier.
Oh, that's nothing.
Wait till you go buy a car with good credit and they don't run you through the ringer and they just go, yeah, what car do you want?
Yeah.
Wait till you go to rent a house and they run your credit and they go, you know what? We can skip first month.
There it is.
Right? Instead of making you put some massive security deposit, they just go, you know what? Matter of fact, if you want to sign a 2-year lease, we'll give it to you. Once you have good credit, the whole world changes for you. Me and my wife learned this the hard way. Thank God for her. She pulled my ass out of, bro, my credit was so bad that from 21 to like 32, I just didn't use a credit card. I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to make this mistake again. I'm just going to pay cash. I'm from Vegas. Everything cash, right?
No, yeah.
And if not for her pulling my ass out, I would have been stuck where I was.
Yep.
But once I learned the difference of like, wait. If my credit's above 750, my mortgage drops this low. I can get approved for this rate. Oh shit! What have I been doing my whole life?
Wait until you lock in with me and I tell you, hey, we're gonna file a LLC. I'm gonna run you to this bank and this bank and this bank, and now you have $100,000, 0% interest. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's where the game really gets fun.
When they realize, wait, the bank wants to give me money. They can't wait to give you money.
They don't.
They can't wait to give you.
Those are the greatest conversations when I have with people, and I'm like, "We're gonna start your business." Like, "Oh, I never wanted to start a business." I'm like, "No, you do. You want to start a business because watch what you're about to unlock in your entire world." Like you say, that's funny that you said matrix because I tell my wife all the time, like until I learned this world, I had no idea that I was living in the matrix because it's a completely new world. And I want to segue just really quickly because I think this is, let me ask you, is this how you became a food critic? Because you selling houses or showing houses, you kind of rewarded your clients with, you picked a restaurant and you were just ended up going to all of these freaking restaurants, spotting the tab. At the end of the day, that's a tax write-off. Like, did it become full circle moment for you where you're like, this is an opportunity I have here because I'm forking out so much money?
You're 50% right.
Okay. I would love to hear this.
You're 50% right.
Okay.
I had a lady yell at me the other day. She goes, these restaurants have to be paying you. How are you ordering this much food? So I turned the camera around. I said, there's people here with me. They just don't want to be on camera because you guys are crazy. But yeah, that's how we were showing these restaurants is I would take somebody out, right? Because remember, I started all of this because it would offend me when people said Vegas didn't have good food.
Right.
So clients would come from California. I'd be like, let me take you here. Forget the strip. Let me take you here. And I would just film it. And since I had clients with me, we were ordering the whole menu.
Right.
Now, where your 50% is, I couldn't write any of it off. Me and my wife were trying to buy a home. So none of it could be written off.
Okay,
I needed to qualify for the maximum amount to overcome my debt issues.
Yep, got it.
So, and again, people can believe me or they cannot, but I have a CPA. I shouldn't be saying this on camera.
You're good.
I once spent $102,000 supporting local Vegas businesses, and I couldn't write off a single penny of it.
Holy crap.
And my accountant looked at me and was just like, hey, this is dumb. Whatever you're doing is dumb. And I tell you that story so that your audience can understand that even people that you think as success stories still are stuck in little matrices of their own. We had a good conversation off camera, and I'm not sure if you're okay talking about it, but I do want to bring it up.
Yeah.
In that we talked about how, people in our community and Black culture often trap each other in this. And it's because we're stuck in so many matrices, right?
Yep.
There's the matrix of bad credit. Boom. There's the matrix of living single. Boom. There's the matrix of trying to have a kid and do it all on your own. Boom. There's the matrix of rent. Boom. Right. Like there's so many that's why people find it so. The reason most people quit is because it's so many matrices to escape.
Right.
It's not just one,
No, 100%.
right?
Yep.
Because then you escape. Okay, you get your credit fixed. All right. Then you buy a house. Great. Okay, but now you still spend too much money, right?
Yeah.
So now you have to escape that matrix. And a lot of people find it the biggest challenge is escaping all of them.
Right.
Because you don't know what you don't know until you do.
Yep.
I didn't know the importance of credit until 5 years ago. I didn't know the importance of tax write-offs until 3 years ago.
Okay.
I'm just learning about crypto and stocks 6 months ago, right? Like
Right.
there's no point where there's not a matrix for you to escape.
Yeah.
And some people are terrified by that, and some people like you, I assume, are excited about that.
Yeah. 100%.
Right?
Yeah. Because I think what you also, the worst matrix of them all is when you do become this person, the hardest matrix to leave is, oh, now you think you're too good for us. Oh, now you think you're better than us. Cutting people off. That matrix is the absolute hardest matrix to overcome,
It is.
especially our culture.
100%.
Yeah.
This is going to sound really bad when I say it.
Okay.
But that's kind of my thing.
It's your shtick today.
That's just my stick that's been my stick since I was like 6 years old, bro. I can't help but say things that people don't like. That matrix is only escapable once you accept that you're better than the people around you. And you can't fake it. There's not a Louis Vuitton bag or a car or a vacation that can make this real. You have to genuinely believe and accept that you are better than the people around you. Even if they look like you, even if they talk like you, even if you've known them forever, you are better. And you have to believe it.
Yep.
Because if you don't believe it, they will very much convince you that it is not true.
100%.
They will very much convince you that it's not true. You have to believe it yourself, right?
Absolutely.
When you tell people they can fix their credit, it's the same when I tell people that they can buy a house.
Yeah.
They don't believe it themselves,
At all.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't, I think you can agree with on this one. I can do anything, but I can't force you to believe in things.
Absolutely. Yep.
I can do anything I want, but I cannot force you to believe in something.
I can send you as many testimonials. I can send you as many text messages with receipts on it.
Yes.
But you still have to start this process.
You 100% have to start this process.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, I get the red pill, blue pill thing now, right?
Yeah.
I can't just pull you out of the matrix. You must actively choose to come suffer with me, right?
Wow.
I had a woman today. I can't say her name because unfortunately she's caught up in a really effed up domestic situation. And I wish I could, because this woman deserves to have her name sung to the ceiling. But she knows who she is. And if she listens to this, I hope she knows I'm proud of her.
That's awesome.
This woman, 3.5 years ago, I told her the brutally honest truth. I said, you're in a shitty relationship that's never going to go anywhere, and it's pulling you down. I said, you're going to have to move back in with your parents. You're going to have to give up every luxury. You're going to have to change your entire lifestyle if you ever want to be a homeowner. There is no easy answer for you. Your credit sucks. Your debt sucks. You have no one helping you. You're going to have to do this by yourself. And 3.5 years later, today, this morning, she bought her home.
Amen.
She had to pull herself out of every single matrix. The credit, the spending, the lashes, the hair, the relationship, the you think you're better than me's. She had to do all of that, right?
Yeah.
And she did it.
Powerful.
And she did it, right? By herself. Well, obviously her parents let her come stay with her, but essentially by herself.
Right. And
it shows you anybody can do it if they believe it. Anybody can do it if they believe it. I was homeless, right?
Yep.
I'm not better than anybody, but I believed it. And now I am. Now I am,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I don't give a shit if people are offended by it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I pulled myself out of nothingness. Drugs, alcohol, bad parents, abusive parents, homelessness. You named the thing, I was there. I was at the bottom of the bottom. And I'm not special. There's nothing special about me. I'm not pretty. I wasn't born rich. I'm really all not that smart. If you took an IQ test, I'd probably end up somewhere on the average median, right?
Yeah.
It's just want to. Everybody wants good credit, right?
Yeah.
But do they really?
Right.
Do they really want it?
Right.
Everybody wants a good relationship, right? But do they really?
Yeah. Want to work at it?
Or do they really?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do like straight up, do
Yeah.
they really?
Yeah.
Everybody likes, and apologies if this thought's going on too long.
You're okay.
Everybody likes window shopping for a better life. They like putting their face to the glass. They like, and that's why TikTok's so popular. Everybody likes putting their face to the glass and window shopping for a better life. But when they walk inside the store and hear how much it cost,
Yeah.
they're right back out.
Next.
Next store, next viewpoint. Yeah, next scroll.
There it is.
100%.
Can I ask you, when you teach, do you teach like this?
I'm worse. You are currently getting the nicest version of me.
What is the I mean, I'm smart enough to make the assumptions. The air has to get sucked out of the room. Nobody, let's just say it was free. God forbid, let's say you charge them $25, $50, $150, $500 to sit in the room and be taught by you, right? To set yourself up to become more successful and purchase a home. Nobody wants to be talked to or spoken to the way you're speaking to me when I'm paying you. You have to take all of the air out the room, brother.
The woman who bought a house today told me to my face, you yelling at me every day. She goes, I know your stories aren't about me, but I took it that way. I took it that you were talking to me personally. And at first I hated you. And at first I thought you were just an angry dude. But the reason I'm here is because you angry dadded me to the finish line. Right?
Yeah.
When I have people who pay $25, that's what my classes cost. When I do an in-person class, I charge people $25. Gotcha. And I take the money and I buy them all lunch. So whatever money we get, I spend every penny on it buying them lunch. So they're just paying for their own lunches.
Of course
I don't charge them money because I'm trying to make money. It's because I want to keep them accountable. And you'll flake if it's free. But if it costs you $25, you might not want to lose that, right?
Yeah.
I kid you not. I have a recording of my class. I talk to people who paid to show up just like this. You are here because you have fucked up your entire life and now you need me, right? All of your consequences have brought you to me, right?
Right.
And if you may want somebody who teaches you nicer, but guess what? They're not going to do it for $25. They're not going to do it for free over TikTok. So I'm what you're left with. I'm the result of I am the consequences of your actions. That's me.
There it is.
Right?
Yep.
I don't change the way I talk. People don't. Remember how you said YouTube people are going towards struggle?
Right.
People want strict fathers. They want it. They want it more